Bastard. That's what they call me. They call me a Bastard. Yep, that's what they call me. B, beautiful. A, and. S, strong. T, testimony. A, ah. R, righteous. D, delivery from God. I am a beautiful and strong testimony, a righteous delivery from God. I've waited long enough. By the phone, I've waited, and still no call. By the mailbox, I've waited, and yet no card. I've waited for the day when I could hear 1 second of your tone. For the day when I could catch one glimpse of your face. If I could wait a moment longer, I would. But I'm no longer patient. For years, I watched my mother struggle, but I couldn't see it because her spirit was blinding. To church, I passed my father's house on Sundays, but didn't realize it because it wasn't God's timing. Oh, how Mother's star wished to be Daddy's daughter. His little princess dressed as Cinderella or a Nubian Snow White, families visibly whole, caused her psychological pain to watch a chocolate deity raise her in a jungle without a king. She's literally a bastard, figuratively a queen. Oh, she's dark and she's lit, like jazz on a Sunday, and someday he'll pay for her blues. Maybe I have the wrong guy. My mom said my father definitely knew about me. I'm sorry. I asked the lady next door if she knew which house belonged to Harold. She pointed to your house. I dropped the letter off and just kept going. Didn't have the nerve to knock on the door. Look, if you say you don't know my mother or you've never heard of me, then it must be a mistake. Sorry I wasted your time, sir.
No, wait. Yeah, I remember your mother. I mean, it's been a long time ago, but I remember her. I had just gotten out of the military. We met at the church. You know, I could tell by your letters, the poetry you wrote. It's beautiful. I know you're a creative writing major in college, right? Yeah, so well written. Look, I can tell your mom raised you very well, so I'm going to try my best to be as respectful as possible. Your mom and I were together one time only. 2 months later, I get a call saying she's pregnant. I asked her to take a paternity test. I never heard from her again. What took you so long to contact me? I mean, it's been nearly 20 years.
I didn't feel like it was my responsibility to contact my father. I grew impatient waiting for you to contact me, so I asked my mom if she knew where you lived, and she said the house your mother used to live at. So I took my chances. You weren't that hard to find.
Responsibility. That brings me to the letter you slipped in my mailbox. You know, you shouldn't leave letters like that in people's mailboxes. I mean, what if I had a wife or something and she saw the letter? And then part in your poem about me neglecting my responsibilities is not true. I never, had I known, Jasmine, I would have been there. You know, I have a daughter. She's in the 8th grade. When she was born, we took a paternity test. I've been paying child support thereafter. Help her with the homework. So it's not true, the neglecting my responsibility. Your mother never told me about you. I wish I could meet up with your mother. The three of us sit down and settle this once and for all. Okay. Well, I'm glad we met.
Me too. Hello, sister. How are you? We've never met, but we share the same father, the same blood, maybe even the same bare heart. I mean, void.
Jasmine, what are you doing here?
I wanted to see you.
Okay, what's up?
Okay, what's up? Is that how you talk to your daughter?
You're right. What are you doing here?
I wanted to talk to you.
Okay, let's talk.
Can I come in?
Jasmine, can you tell me exactly
Wow.
what you need?
You know, I'm a little confused here. I talked to you, and you tell me you knew nothing about me, that you told my mother to take a DNA test, and she refused you. And I go home to my mom, who's been there, and she tells me that you knew about me, and that she offered to take a DNA test. And she heard nothing from you.
Your mom did not offer to take a DNA test.
So she's lying.
I'm not calling your mom a liar. I'm telling you she did not offer to take a DNA test.
Well, she's telling me something different. And
Well,
why am I to trust you?
You know, Jasmine, I know you got your mom and she's been there for you. And I thought since the meeting in the park that we were kind of developing a relationship here.
Yeah,
But
you know
of
what?
course, if anything is to develop, it's got to be trust.
Trust. That's good. That's good. Coming from a man who won't even let me in the house. Are you ashamed of me? Because, you know, I thought we were developing some sort of relationship as well. But your daughter comes to your front doorstep and you won't even let her in.
Whoa, wait a minute, Jasmine. I mean, you're getting out of bounds here.
Out of bounds?
You are getting out of bounds. First of all, you came here to talk to me. You're yelling. We can stop the yelling. Or we can just stop the talk altogether.
Please don't talk down to me that way.
Well, don't yell at me.
You know what? I didn't come here to argue. I just came here to tell you the truth. I got the DNA test done.
All right, good.
So what's your excuse now? Is it there? That hole inside that would be filled with his love if not for his selfish pride. Sorry, sister. We just met. I'm assuming too soon, I'm willing to bet. Perhaps you're the daughter. You know, the one he never left. Well, I'm the promise he never kept.
Y'all look alike, Mommy.
You think so?
Mommy. I have a nephew. What's his name?
He right here, won't you ask him?
My name is Kobe.
How old are you, Kobe?
7.
I had him at 17.
That means in 10 more years, I can have a baby too, Mommy.
No, that is not what that means. Why don't you go over there and play with those kids? Let us talk. My boy crazy.
It's beautiful.
I'm not trying to be rude. It's just, I'm having a hard time grappling with the idea of having an older half-sister.
I understand that. It's not like Harold ever claims me. He wanted nothing to do with me growing up. Tried reaching out to him years ago. In fact, we met at this very park and had a lengthy conversation where he proceeded to tell me my mother was a whore and a liar and that he knew nothing about me.
You said your mother was a whore. Was she?
I beg your pardon?
Talk to my father. He told me that you contacted him years ago, and just like your mother, you refused to get a paternity test.
Wait.
So he has no proof that you're his child. So neither do I. But woman to woman, I at least wanted to hear you out, so here I am.
Well, we can certainly take a paternity test if that will make this conversation more pleasant.
Yeah, let's do that and revisit this conversation after you've done the paternity test. Because I cannot receive you right now. I apologize. I really do. Especially if you are my real sister. My child.
Is Kobe's father in his life?
No, why?
Does his father have any other children?
Maybe. I don't know and I don't care. Why you ask me that?
What if Kobe had a brother? What if Kobe's father inadvertently told him that he had a baby brother? And what if his only hope in getting to know his father's side of the family was through that brother? What if he spent 10 years trying to find his brother, only to find him rejecting his very being, just like his father? You said you wanted to sit down, woman to woman, and hear me out, right? Well, be a woman and sit.
You're right. Sorry. It's just that I'm looking at you as another lie. My father's been lying to me my entire life. I can't take it anymore. I can't take another lie.
It's been lying to me too, you know? It's been lying to the both of us. All these years, over and over again. You know, I got that paternity test. But a couple weeks after I met him, just had to know. I just had to know. Got the DNA test done, and I found out he was my father. So yeah, I know what it feels like. You know what? Just forget it. Forget about the lies he told. Forget about him not being there. Just forget it. That was his choice. We can start fresh. Here and now, you and me.
I don't know. I got Kobe. That's it. That's all I need.
That's good. That's good. But you have me too.
Maybe one day.
Maybe one day.